We have breaking news, beautiful viewers. A new report has uncovered considerable evidence that Donald Trump is actually using the Iran war to destroy the political career of one of his closest and most important allies. If you are already looking ahead to 2028 and the end of our current international nightmare, if the sudden end to the Iran war has your eyebrows cocked, well, get comfortable. There is much more than meets the eye to this story, and we break it all down for you next, right here on The David Reddish Show. Welcome, welcome, beautiful viewers. I am your host. Once again, please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you are in the Los Angeles area, this Saturday I will be appearing at QCon in West Hollywood. I'll have my entire bibliography on sale, along with some David Reddish Show merchandise, and I would love to meet you. It's free to attend and a great way to spend a Saturday, so come down and say hello. I hope to see you there. But all right, this is a complex story, so let's get into it. As you probably know, late Sunday, President Kankles announced an end to the Iran war, or at least a new ceasefire deal that will open the door to more negotiations to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Trump also claimed he signed the deal last night ahead of a signing ceremony on Friday, whatever sense that makes to you. The crazy part, thus far, the White House has not released the text of the deal, and thus it's not entirely clear how this will end the war and what it will mean for American taxpayers. And surprisingly, conservatives and Democrats alike are sounding the alarm.
The CIA director and the Secretary of State doubting the agreement with Iran tonight. This is according to a new report just breaking from Axios, which reports that CIA Director John Ratcliffe reportedly told President Trump that U.S. intelligence raised serious doubts about Iran's willingness to make the nuclear concessions the United States wants. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth both also expressing concerns about the deal. All of that is hugely significant, and there is real anger coming from some of Trump's allies publicly, too. Trump and Vance claim they've already signed the agreement, but they've refused to let anybody see it. And tonight, some of Trump's most visible supporters are crying foul.
So, it looks like Trump will be releasing billions in Iranian funds, which he once condemned. Either that or our taxpayer dollars will be going to the Islamic Republic. And if that thought rankles you, stick around. It's about to get worse. At the time of this report, Trump still has not released the text of the deal. For that matter, the deal reportedly called for Israel to cease fighting and withdraw from Lebanon, but that has yet to happen. In other words, this is a mess. Nevertheless, Trump has deployed his secret weapon, Vice President and hillbilly Teletubby J.D. Vance, who has been making the rounds on various news outlets faster than he hops from couch to couch in a furniture sale. Vance has defended Trump and the deal, even though it's not even clear if he knows what's in it. And now one journalist has unveiled a new theory, that this new deal is already a disaster, and that Trump is using it to destroy J.D. Vance. Check this out. Writing this morning for the Daily Beast, columnist David Gardner writes that the Groposaurus Rex is trying to make J.D. Vance the face of the Iran war and destroy his 2028 presidential ambitions in the process. Gardner notes that Trump deployed Vance to Pakistan for peace negotiations earlier this year, which ended with no progress made. Now Trump is sending Vance to the signing ceremony for this new ceasefire in Switzerland on Friday, ensuring that his name is on it for posterity. This not only forces Vance to compromise one of his biggest assurances to voters, no new wars, but it also places major burden on him at a moment the American people have an overwhelmingly unfavorable opinion of him. Gardner writes, quote, Vance made no secret of his opposition to American involvement in foreign wars before his boss dived headlong into a major conflict with Iran, and he has been ducking and diving ever since, trying to tap dance his way through the MAGA minefield, close quote. Gardner then further adds, quote, it seems he wants Vance's signature on the flimsy deal, just in case it fails. He will need all his faith to get through this mess because Marco Rubio, his #1 rival for the presidential nomination in 2028, is catching him in the polls, closed quote. So, it looks like Trump is staining Vice President Love's seat, something Vance knows all too much about. But I digress. Make no mistake, my beautiful viewers, this Iran deal looks flimsy, and already numerous political analysts, myself included, are expressing apprehension. Not only that Trump will release massive funds to the Iranians, leave the regime in power, have no nuclear inspections, and abandon the Iranian people, but he will also leave the Strait of Hormuz under Iranian control, and already the New York Times is reporting the Iranians want to charge fees to traverse it. So the oil may flow, but that will not reduce the cost. It will continue to increase it. In other words, stay tuned. Even if miraculously this is the end to the Iran war, and I'm guessing it's not, but even if it is, it could be the beginning of a new inter-administration war between Vance, Trump, and whomever Trump wants to succeed him. And Vice President Manboobs only had to sacrifice all ethics and credibility to do it. Funny how that works. If you need JD, he'll be laying on the couch. Keep the children's eyes covered. It's obscene. I'm David Reddish.